All right, what's up, guys? Chase here. Today I'm going to be showing you a little bit of my workflow live, just because I got get a lot of stuff done. Holidays have been pretty crazy for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's been hard to get everything that needs to get done during the holidays. I'm sure that's probably a struggle for some of you. So finally had some time for myself to get some stuff done. I still have to do a lot in my regular life outside of SEO, like clean my house and um, get my car taken care of. One of my cars wound up actually getting into a hit and run. Well, I didn't hit and run, somebody else hit and run me. So I have to go get the door fixed, call insurance, just a lot of outside stuff. And I'm sure a lot of you probably go through that stuff as well, which can be annoying because you just want to work. You just want to get stuff done so you can make money. But when you have a lot of outside stuff going on, it can be pretty difficult. Now, I will give you guys an update. One thing that I have been trying to do is spend more time working on being more social, being outside, working on more lifestyle type stuff, because one of my biggest struggles, and that which I've had for the last few years doing SEO, is spending too much time at my house, not getting out enough, and not socializing. So that can start to get kind of weird. So what I've been trying to do is work at coffee shops more. I've also been trying to stay more organized with my processes, which is why I started my new program. If you guys aren't aware of it, you can go to chaserunner.com/scale and you can check out the new pre-sale that I'm doing, which is about the new template I've created for organization and starting and scaling your SEO business. And I'll be showing you a little bit about how I use that template these days to manage people who are working for me, people who are going to be doing content or social media, and how I sort of work that stuff out for myself, because a lot of the things that I do are not just SEO for clients. One of the reasons why I've been able to do a six-figure SEO business isn't just because of SEO. It's also because I've been able to work on certain things like webinars, SEO audits, SEO consulting, coaching, and a bunch of other stuff, social media, YouTube videos. This whole setup took me a long time to figure out how to do the streaming, how to create a Facebook page that got interactions, how to create a Facebook group that got interactions. There's a ton of stuff that you want to do in order to generate leads that doesn't just have to do with ranking on Google. Getting leads from Google is great, but there's a lot of things that you have to wait on when you're bringing in rankings, right? So like, let's say you want to rank for something like Rank and Rent. Right now I'm ranking on the first page for Rank and Rent. People are buying my Rank and Rent course because of that ranking. So, that is money coming in, but I don't want to spend all of my time thinking about people coming in from Google. I also want to think, how can I leverage these other platforms at the same time? Because it does take a while to rank on Google sometimes. So it's good to leverage these other platforms, use platforms for social signals as well, and branding, so people are doing brand-related searches for your brand. So anyways, I'm going to just go into some of the stuff that I work on a daily basis. This is just a live stream showing you what I do. And if you guys have any questions during this, let me know. Let me just bring this down. And yeah, sorry I haven't done a live stream in a while. I have, again, been extremely busy trying to deal with Christmas. And, I traveled to California during Christmas, which was insane. And I had to, well, I didn't have to. I got to spend time with my girlfriend and her son. So her son's 6 years old, which, takes a lot of energy and attention. So we did a lot of rock climbing, did a lot of fun stuff, went to a lot of ice cream shops and ate a lot of sugar. So I gained about 10 pounds over the holidays. So I'm going to try to probably get that down soon. But welcome everybody in chat. We got 21 people right now. Let me just bring this down. And welcome to Zeno Web. What's up, Jeremiah? Jeremiah said, damn, that Facebook Messenger funnel is legit. Yeah, so ManyChat's really cool. And one thing that I just experimented with today is you can actually send videos. So you can see this video right here. I just did a quick video on OBS and I sent it saying, hey, I'm doing a live stream. and it makes your messages look a lot more personal. So there's a ton of stuff you can do. You can also do audio messages. But yeah, ManyChat's awesome. Some of the things I'm going to be covering in the program, which I'll be talking more about because I'm going to be doing a presentation soon, is how to use ManyChat, how to use email, how to use social platforms to your advantage to generate leads, and how to bring people in and cross promote and all the stuff that I do, which, cool stuff like that. So before I bring up the template, let me just say hi to everybody. What's up, Jahir? What's up, Tanya? What's up, Murtaza? What's up, Heel? Max? What's up, Mohammed and David? If I didn't mention your name, by the way, and you're in the stream, just, hey, how's it going? All you have to do is just say hi or put a 1 in chat, and I will make sure to give you a shout out. What's up, Portrait My Pets? What's up, Punit? And feel free to ask any questions SEO related while I'm just doing my work. Don't be afraid to interrupt me or anything. A lot of the time I just ramble so I can give you guys as much information as possible while I'm here. What's up, Gabriel? What's up, Portrait My Pets? I already said that. What's the best way to promote my pet portrait business? Best way is to figure out what your competitors are doing well and try to take those strategies and apply them to your own business and then improve them. So I'm a big fan of not reinventing the wheel or just doing what other people say. Go find what works in your industry. Just because something works in my industry doesn't mean it's going to work in yours. What's up, Charlie? How you doing, man? Give me a shout out or I cry. Oh, speaking of which, Charlie's in the Discord channel, which he's really good at doing SEO cold calling. So if you guys want to ask him any questions in the Discord channel, there's a link on my website. If you go to chasereiner.com and go to my resources tab, you can go ahead and go over there and say hi to him. You can see he's actually talking to people right now. So I'll also put a link to this live stream if anybody wants to get notified in the Discord channel. Pretty cool place. Murtaza says, I have a question. I am a new website. Should I focus first in long tail keywords or short tails? You should focus first on topics. So focus on being well known for a given parent topic that's not too difficult. So like, let's say you wanted to be really well known for people who wear blue shirts in 2020. Then you would create a bunch of content around that topic. So like, how to wear a blue shirt in 2020, how to design a blue shirt in 2020. And then eventually you're going to try to go for maybe just blue shirt 2020. And then if you get really well known for that, then you could just go for blue shirt. You want to focus on topics. It's easier to rank a cluster of things together than it is to just go for a bunch of random keywords that may not be similar or may just be semantic variations. Do you ever fear of Google penalty, especially in local SEO? I don't really fear of Google penalties because I don't focus on short-term assets. So I don't do link building. I don't buy like fake Google My Businesses. I don't focus on things that aren't really helping the end user. So anytime I'm doing SEO, I'm thinking, okay, well, is this actually helping somebody? So if I were to build a link, am I really helping somebody? Am I helping, if there's traffic coming from another site, somebody's referring traffic to my website, I think that's helpful if people are getting value from that. For instance, my SEO audit checklist, if somebody's talking about it on another website and they refer to my website, I would say that that's important. But I'm not going to actively spend my time telling people to use my SEO audit checklist on their website and link to it because I don't think that that's worth my time. I would much rather be spending my time building maybe content or social presence or branding or some sort of strategy or webinar or something that's going to actually really help people, give them information or free help so that I can bring them into my paid funnel versus just trying to get a link so that I can rank on Google. Anytime you're just thinking about Google alone, that's usually a bad strategy. So I would spend my time not thinking about Google penalties and thinking about how can I just help people, because that's something that you can always do. if you focus on the marketing side. Don't focus on just the SEO side. SEO is a gateway drug to bring people into a marketing strategy. A lot of people, they hear about SEO and they go, oh, I need that. But what they really need is they need a strategy for their business that doesn't just revolve around Google rankings. It revolves around conversion rate optimization. It revolves around branding. It revolves around usually some sort of social media plan, some sort of content plan, maybe a YouTube strategy, video strategy, text strategy, image strategy. All these things revolve around having a great marketing strategy. SEO alone in 2020 is dead. You don't want to just only focus on rankings. Tommy, what's up, man? Best advice for ranking a realtor locally. So best advice I would say is head over to chasereiner.teachable.com and check out my local SEO domination course. If you watch this program, you should be able to rank pretty fast. This is actually a program that I made of me ranking locally in a month. I made a company, I ranked it in a month, and I usually rank most of my local companies within a month using these strategies. Other than that, I would say just review generation. Build a Google My Business with a real location and focus on review generation, because the maps and most of what you're doing to rank these days is based on reviews, branding, social signals, anything that has to do with user-generated content, anything that has to do with user-generated signals. Those are all the most powerful things that you can acquire in 2020, because they are things that are hard to fake consistently. That's why a lot of black hat people you'll see these days are going out and faking click-through rates or faking signals so that things will rank higher. But the thing is that Google is now measuring things generally based on how consistent signals are. So let's say you get a bunch of signals, brand-related queries, social signals, that kind of thing, click-through rates, high click-through rates, low bounce rates, low pogo sticking, that kind of stuff. Let's say you get that only for a month, and then all of a sudden it goes back to baseline and you're not getting that great of signals. Google's going to recognize that. So you want to have consistent brand signals in order to do very well these days. And the way you do that is in an organic way. And also within the template that I'm going to be sharing within the new program, this is going to be telling you also how to create consistent signals that we're talking about here. So again, if you are watching this stream and you haven't heard about the new program, which I will be doing a webinar on very soon, just chasereiner.com/scale. You can see all of the things that are going to be in here. We have me showing you how to make a six-figure SEO business, how I was able to do it. You can see here, last year till this year, I made about $312,000. The year prior, I made about $270,000, and I consistently bring in pretty high retainers. You can see this in 2018, I was actually able to get an $8,000 client for an 80-hour SEO package, and then some of these other clients were $1,000, $1,500. 1,000, 1,500. A lot of the clients I get now are about 2,500. If you saw my recent client, the roofing website, I was able to bring in 3,300 in a month from that client and rank them number one for roofing in Houston, Texas. Also, we increased their leads by 70%, which was pretty cool. So we talk about branding and starting your SEO business, building your client's SEO game plan, becoming visible online. These are all different videos, by the way. It's an 11-part series. Hiring a team and workflow management, lead generation techniques, creating a templatized content strategy with the new template, high ticket closing techniques that work. That's how I get a lot of these higher selling SEO projects. SEO consulting if you want to just do one-off services. Understanding analytics and SEO tools, offering and creating social engagement strategies and user-generated content building strategies, user-generated signal building strategies as well. Utilizing paid SEO templates, and right now I'm just doing it for $297. I think the pre-sale actually ended yesterday, but I will extend that for a couple days because I still have to do the webinar. So yeah, I would check that out if I were you guys. If you want to wait to see what else is in it in the webinar, because I will be breaking this stuff down into a little bit more. But Let's go back to here. What's up, Anosh? Bro, speak my name. Even I'm into SEO. Chase, come on, bro. Shut up my name. There you go. Let me try to scroll back up because I know we had a couple more. What's up, Demondio? Portrait My Pet says, how do I hire you? So I don't usually take a lot of clients. I'll work with generally 1 to 2 clients per month, and generally my prices are at least $2,500 and up. So I make these days about 5 to 6K off of clients, and then I sell the rest of my services around just doing consulting, phone calls, info products, that kind of stuff, because less liability. Obviously, if you can do consulting as an SEO and focus on just audits, you can make just as much money without needing to focus as much on the liabilities. So that's kind of nice. Somebody at my door. My dog's barking. I don't think somebody's at my door. So when you say a real location, if I'm working out of my house, should I have Google show my address or just the city? Just the city if it's your home, because you generally don't want people showing up at your house. Chase, if we had access to the course when it was on your website, do we still have access to it now that is on Teachable? Yes. You just have to email support@chasereiner.com, let them know, and just send them a picture of their payment or your receipt or whatever, and they'll switch you over. Hey Chase, what is the best strategy to rank 3D rendering websites globally? I think that's more of a web design question. I have no idea how you would deal with something that's 3D, or what the code would be around that. Hold on, my dog. Bella, hey, stop. No, stop. Sorry, my dog's going nuts. So daily work routine. Yeah, let's get into it. Again, if you guys have any questions, just put them in there. I'll come back to them. So usually the first thing I do during the day, and sorry, it took me 16 minutes to start this. If anybody leaves a comment, they're watching this later, just put it in the comments, say when I start, so and I'll pin the comment, because I know some people will be like, Chase, why were you answering questions? You're supposed to be doing your daily work routine. And again, I'm sorry, because I didn't expect a lot of people to be in here right now and asking questions. So. All right, so first thing I'll do is I will go through my email. One thing that I like to look at is the messages I get off my website. And I get a decent amount of messages off my website, mainly revolving around SEO audits. And the reason for that is because the first thing you'll see on my website is offering people an SEO audit. Now, the reason why I offer people an SEO audit first is because that's the best way to get people in, and offer them advice with the template I have. And generally I will offer a first phase 1 audit if people are within my budget. And so here's an example. So if we look at this right here, you can see the marketing budget is $10. I'm not probably going to be trying to reach out to this person, just because, why would I offer a free audit to somebody if they're not going to be turning into a client? And that's what always makes me laugh, is because there's a lot of people who will say, I don't have a budget. And it's like, okay, well, do you expect me to just give you a free audit just because, out of the kindness in my heart? And maybe that's the case, but, we all have to make money. And if there's no long-term, result from a audit, then I'm probably not going to spend my time focusing on helping that person. And that's not because I don't care. It's just because I just don't have time to be helping everybody for free. So let's go back over here. So I'm going to go through a couple of these. Let's see if we can find some of these. So we got one here. So this one was 2,000. We got one here. Same one, 2,000. This one's $0. This one is from a contact name called Titty, and I'm assuming that that's not a real name. Nope, this is just somebody testing my form, $10. So what I do is, you can see I'll actually have support respond to this stuff. So let me show you in the templates. So in the template, this is the template that I'm going to be offering in the paid program. What I actually do is I have a list of some of my workers. So you'll see here I have this guy, Zaid. he will actually be responsible for doing a lot of the support, responding to emails, responding to comments on social media, responding to many chat messages, responding to email messages, because I honestly don't have time to do all of that. Now, I will spend time responding to people sometimes, because I do like to hear what people are saying. But when you're doing a question a day like this, you start to get a lot of interactions. So between Facebook and YouTube and email and wherever else I'm getting messages and comments on, there's no way for me to respond to everybody. There's absolutely no way. And it just takes so long. So this is what you start having to do when you're managing clients, when you're managing an agency, because think about doing this for, first of all, your own company, which you're going to want to do if you're doing lead gen, which you're going to want to do. You want to get clients. And then secondly, think about doing it for all of your clients, because you want to be able to upsell other services. Remember how I said SEO is a gateway drug to marketing. So what you're going to do is, first of all, you're going to create a strategy on what you want to get well known for. Now, I know a lot of my audience is SEOs, other SEOs between ages of like 35 to 45. And I'll ask questions a lot. The reason why groups are really good, or just posting in general, asking questions, is because you really get to know your user. From all the questions that I've asked, I really have an idea on who the person is that I'm targeting. Generally, people who follow me are a little bit older than me. They want a lifestyle, it's called the laptop lifestyle, really, where they can go out, work at a coffee shop, socialize, go to events, network, meet other SEO people, have fun, be able to spend time with their family, be able to work when they want to. If that's you in chat, give me a 1 if I said anything that is related to you, because honestly, the more you bring people in that are within your mentality that you're targeting, and you're not deviating from that, the better you're going to do. Chris Bell says 1. Ya Ken says 1. What's up, Audrey? What's up, Paul? So yeah, I mean, the deal is here, you want to really focus on building a group mentality. You want to focus on building major engagement around your target audience. You don't want to focus on, like, let's say somebody who's 45 who wants to see a really professional type environment where you're creating a lifestyle, you're working at coffee shops, that kind of thing, and then also be doing, let's say, a persona where you're driving a Lambo, listening to dubstep music, going to dance parties, hanging out with hot girls. That's going to turn off the other audience, and vice versa. So you need to figure out which audience is for you, and then pursue that audience with the relevancy that you're creating. Now, how do you create relevancy? Let's say you want to create relevancy around SEO and you want to tie that back to a more professional audience. Or let's say you want to create relevancy around SEO, but you want to tie it to a younger audience. Now, there isn't really a right or wrong way to do it, but ideally what you want to do is you want to take what you're doing and find ways to pair one thing with another thing. And what I mean by that is, if you're going to be pairing SEO with a family laptop lifestyle, then you want to create those two things together. You want to pair those two things together. So a good example of me doing this is, what I'll do is I will take something like, how long should SEO take to work? And then my posts will actually be pictures of me hanging out with my family. And the reason why I do that is because even though these two things are kind of unrelated, right? How long should SEO take to work? And then me putting a picture of me hanging out with my girlfriend or something. Those are unrelated. But the reason why I do this stuff, look at this. So 50 comments, 20 interactions, engagements. This is just on Facebook. And the reason why I do this is because I want people to tie SEO with that family lifestyle. I don't want to, and it's not like I'm trying to be manipulative. What I'm doing is I'm showing what people want to see. It would be a lot different if I said, how long should SEO take to work? And it would be a picture of me in a Lamborghini, right? Now, which audience would I be appealing to? That's what you need to think about. And so when you're doing social stuff, and we'll talk about this more in the program, you really want to focus on what does your user want to see, and how can you continue showing them what they want to see? Because sales and marketing and SEO at the end of the day is all about what? Maybe you guys can guess it. Let me hear in the comments what you think the end goal is. I mean, obviously building leads and generating leads, but how do you do that? There's a certain thing that you want to focus all your time on, besides, obviously creating content, creating value, and optimizing your strategy. But you want to optimize what with people, because it all comes down to people. And whoever gets it right in the comments, I'll give you a shout out. Maybe you guys will think about it for a second. Like and trust, that's close. Build rapport, pretty much, yeah, that's confidence. So the word I was looking for is relationships. You want to build relationships with people. You want people to feel like when they see you, when they see pictures of you, when they talk to you, that they know you, right? I recently had somebody book a consulting phone call with me. It was a $300 phone call. I just get on the phone for about an hour. Sometimes I'll be hanging out at the beach. I'll be sitting in a sauna or something. I'll just be talking to somebody on the phone. And they already knew me. And the funny thing was, it was actually somebody that was the lead guitarist of Boston. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that band, but super cool that, he wanted to start his own business doing SEO. And it was almost like he already knew me because of the relationship that I built with him prior, doing what we're talking about, building the relevancy, continuing to send messages, continuing to manage, the responses. And the only way you're going to do that on a big level is if you create a templatized strategy like this, where you can create value on a big level and then have other people help you manage these relationships. Because, again, I can't, as much as I'd like to have relationships on a business level or a friendship level, whatever, with thousands of people, is if I have other people help me. There's no way that I can go do that on my own. So let's just show you really quickly a good example of how I go and do this. So in order to build this list, again, I focus a lot on my target audience. So a lot of people are looking to learn the basics to SEO. They're looking to learn new updated stuff, SEO in 2020, local SEO. And so what I'll do is I'll go through other groups. I'll go through YouTube channels. I'll go through my existing videos, and I'll see what worked the best. Because you really just want to take what's already working and apply it to your own strategy. This is what I'm talking about with working on not what other people are telling you, in the sense that, if you just do this 10-step post on, SEO or something, you're going to rank really well. Don't focus on what other people are doing. If it's working in SEO, doesn't mean it's going to be working in pest control. If it's working in pest control, doesn't mean it's going to be working in e-commerce. Find the people, the big players in your industry, and find out what they're doing well. So like I know with Neil Patel, he does a lot of YouTube stuff now. He talks about SEO tools. That's one of his best posts on YouTube. So what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to go out, I'm going to take that similar post, probably reword it, and then I'm going to ask it into my own groups, because I already know there's going to be a lot of engagement around that based on the engagement on his YouTube channel. That's all it is. You take other strategies that people are doing and you start applying it to your strategy. But you do want to make sure that you're not targeting the wrong crowd. So if Neil Patel is targeting an older audience, great example of something that I can do that will work. If I'm following somebody that's doing, let's say Amazon affiliate courses, and I'm trying to take their strategies and apply it to SEO, might not work as well because they might be targeting a younger audience. So take what other people are doing and apply it to your own strategy if they are in your sort of same target audience. So I'm just going to take one of these. Let's go to, what are your favorite examples of really good, favorite website examples of really good SEO. So we're going to copy that, and we're going to first X off our Facebook group. Now, obviously, you're going to want to set all these things up, and in the new program under chasereiner.com/scale, I'm going to be showing you how to set all these things up correctly, like your Facebook group, your Facebook page, your YouTube channel, because obviously you don't want to just post at these different locations if they're not set up correctly. But assuming you have them set up correctly, you're going to first X off the Facebook group. So we'll go over here, and the reason why I usually do the Facebook group first is just because, there's a lot of good engagement in here. I get about 6,000 views per post, 3 to 6,000 views per post, which is a lot more than I actually get on my YouTube channel per video. So that's what I'll do is I will put a post like that. Now I could post a family picture, but generally I try to put those in between. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna take a picture of myself like this. I'll just do a screenshot because sometimes just the standing up pictures like this do pretty well. So I'll pick up the camera and I'll go like this. Wait, sorry, bad picture. Let me do it again. All right, good enough. You don't need anything crazy. Generally, it's better if you're like at a coffee shop or somewhere that's not in a room because people feel like you're in a more open environment, meaning that they can be more open with you, I guess. I don't know if there's some sort of relevancy there, but they usually do better when it's me with like, you know, stuff going on in the background. Either way, I'm just gonna go ahead and post this picture. And actually, let me redo this really quick because I messed up. And the reason I messed up is because I already have a thumbnail picture in here. So what I'll do is I'll actually take my hat off or something. And sorry, I did shave my head because I was at, God, it's so bad right now. I was at a hairstylist and I wish I could have shown you. So what happened is I went to get my hair cut and they cut, I'm not kidding, they cut this side super short and then they cut this other side where they didn't even cut it. It was just like super long. It was like going out to here. And it was like supposed to be like a level 3 hairstylist or something, whatever that means. And I had to shave my head because it was so uneven. So that's why it's shaved. I'm just gonna put on another hat because I don't like the way that my hair looks right now. All right, got my other hat. Let's just do a new picture really quick. Oops. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna do screenshot. And sorry for this weird sort of angle. I'm just trying to show you in real time how I do this. All right, that's good. Okay, so we got it. I'm gonna save it off. Saved, and we'll go back to Facebook. Hair example of product not matching expectation, exactly. Okay, so let me go into my pictures really quick. Bring it over here just in case there's anything on there. I don't know if we got anything from the other business, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with the other business, but there is another business that I own, and it's in the adult industry. Okay, so what are your favorite websites? What are your favorite website? Sorry, let's just do, what are your favorite examples of websites with really good, with awesome? And what I will actually do, is a little hack you can do, is I will change my who I'm posting as. I'll post as my page. And the reason why I post as my page versus my profile is because I can invite people from the group to like my page afterwards. There's a lot of really cool little hacks that you can do like this, which are going to give you a ton of advantage when it comes to social. So now I'm posting as my page, and let me go into the picture again. I'll show you in a second how this works. One other thing you can do is you can tag your group, which apparently notifies more people, and I can do a hashtag. May or may not help. I don't really know. I found that it works a little bit better. And actually, let me just segment that out so it doesn't look as, boom. So we'll do mark as announcement, refresh, and we will pin to top. So let me show you how this works. So once people start commenting, I'll show you. I'll give you an example of a post that I did with this. So you can see here, Chase Runner SEO created a poll. So when people start liking this, I now get this option here, which I don't get when I post from just my regular page. Look, I just can only add them as a friend. But when I post from my page in a group, I can actually invite people to like my page, which is really helpful because the more likes you get on your page, the more you can start remarketing to people, because it's all about building that relationship, right? So I'll post on the Facebook group. I'll also post the same thing on the page. And obviously, same thing. If you didn't know, you can invite people off your page, anybody who engages, to also like your page, which is nice. So if I go down here and I see people who have engaged with the page, like this, I could take, let's say, anybody who's hearted what I said and invite them to like the page. Anybody who's liked, I can invite them. And there's actually a Facebook tool that I'll be showing in the program that lets you just auto invite all these people. It makes it a lot easier, so you don't have to click everything. But if you wanted to, you could just hire somebody to do it for you too. It doesn't take too long. So once you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to go into the next thing. So we did the Facebook page, we did the Facebook group. Let's go do the Twitter. Now, how necessary is it to post on all these platforms? I don't know. All I know is that people are engaging on these other platforms, which is cool. So I'm gonna post there anyways. It doesn't take a lot of extra time. So same sort of thing. I'll do the same picture. Now, the reason why I individually post these versus using a post scheduler is because these platforms pick up that you're scheduling out posts, and they usually don't do as well. It doesn't take that long to post on all these platforms. And then you can see a lot of people are commenting here or are tweeting me out. I don't have time. So a lot of this stuff I will hand off to my support, which I'll talk about in a second. How many of you guys in chat are enjoying this tutorial so far? Give me a 1 in chat. And I will just bring up chat on the side so we can see it. Leticia got a 1 in chat. Sorry if I said it wrong. Tanya's got a 1 in chat. Tommy, we got a 1 in chat. What's up, Tommy? Enosh has got a 1. Ken, John, Fahim. Right on. And how many of you guys right now are considering or have already got the new program? Going over step by step how to do all this stuff, which I will also leave in chat. Just let me know. If you're considering it, let me know what you've been considering about it. I know Ken got the program. I think Tanya got the program. I think Tommy got it. All right, so now we're going to go to Twitter. We already got Twitter done. LinkedIn, next thing. Now, there are some things that you can do in automation as well, which is pretty cool on these platforms. I may be throwing that in as a bonus for this program. I'm not sure yet. I've been considering it because I kind of wanted to make it into a separate social media program. I haven't decided yet, but here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and post this, and we have 17 notifications here, obviously, that I still haven't been able to look at. So we're going to take that same post right here, and look at this. Looks like we're already starting to get some engagements. Let's see if somebody's liked this page already. And look at that, brand new like I can get on the page, just out of people coming into the Facebook group, which we get about 50 to 100 people in the Facebook group every day or two. All right, so let's do same sort of thing, boom. Do you buffer or if this and that? No, because the reason why is I don't like to use the schedulers because the platforms don't prefer them. They look at them more of spam because post schedulers obviously are like just automated. So it's better just to post individually. It doesn't take too long, and you can even just have people do it for you. You can just have all this loaded up and have people post it on these platforms for you. But it only takes a few minutes. So yeah, look at all these notifications. I just don't have time to answer them all. And a lot of these platforms I don't even spend time on. You can see I just do, like, for instance, this post. how long should SEO take to work? And 354 people viewed that. I'm never even on LinkedIn. It's nuts. But the more people see you on multiple platforms, the better you do. All right, so next one we got is over here. We got ManyChat. Now, I already post on ManyChat. You're not supposed to post more than once a day because then you can get in trouble. But if I didn't already tell you guys about this live stream today on ManyChat, which hopefully you guys are on there so you can get notified about what's going on, then what I would do is I would do a new broadcast and I would ask a question. So look at this. So I would say, here, I said, Happy New Year. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? And I got a 72% read rate and a 73% delivered rate, which is pretty good. So that's 1,000 people who saw the message within the first few minutes, really. And got a lot of responses. So it's all about that relationship building. I would be posting the same question in here and then responding to as many people as I can. If I can't respond to them, then I'd have support respond to them. But I'm just going to skip that for now. Maybe we'll save it for later. Discord, same sort of thing. Go over here. And you don't have to use all these platforms. I don't use every single one of these platforms for every client. Discord might not work well for a client, or YouTube might not work well for a client, except it probably would. YouTube works well for pretty much any client. But again, I would be building the strategy around what's working for the competitors very well. Your strategy really ideally should include, no matter what you're doing, a text strategy, so blogging, info products, or info posts. It should also include a image strategy and a video strategy. And if you can do that and put that into a few platforms, you're going to usually do pretty well. People, just kidding. Share this link to all our people in group. Let's get thousands of live viewers. It's all good. We don't need thousands. I think we're doing pretty good with 39 people here in chat. Which, by the way, guys, if you get a second, do me a favor. Go ahead and click that like button really quick. It's going to help get more dispersal of this content on the algorithm. So just go ahead and do that for me if you can. YouTube community. So in here, I will go ahead and go to my YouTube channel. And this is a lot of stuff that maybe you guys know about, maybe you don't. It's pretty simple though. Just little things that you can do to get some extra mileage. So I'll create a post here. I will ask the same question. So let me go to Discord really quick. Boom. Tommy liked the video. Thanks, Tommy. And I'll just post the picture. And then you can see here, what content budget should clients have in 2020? And even if people don't respond, they're still seeing pictures of me hanging out with friends, hanging out at work, that kind of thing. So again, it's more about the remarketing strategy, having people see that you're active, spending time, working, doing what you do. You don't want to just be stagnant. You don't want to just post one thing, today, and then 2 weeks later, you're posting something else randomly. You really want to have people see you as much as possible, because they're going to go and they're going to go, wow, this person really does know marketing. So even if you're selling just SEO as a program, or you're selling SEO as a service, you want people to respect you in terms of your marketing strategies. Because a lot of people won't just hire you because, you did an SEO audit tutorial. They're going to go, oh, I saw you on Facebook, then I saw you on LinkedIn. I'm like, oh, this guy really knows his stuff. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that before. Versus, I haven't heard a lot of people that are like, oh, I watched one video and then I called you. That's usually not the case. They watch a video, they look at an image, they read a blog post, then they follow you, then they get a couple messages, then they see you on LinkedIn, and they're like, wow, this person is everywhere. I want to hire them. Because again, at the end of the day, people are hiring you for marketing, not just SEO. Ken says, Chase, your statement on social media as a bonus included. So I will be covering how to do social media marketing in the program, how to set up your profiles, how to, let me go over here, how to set up your profiles, how to brand your company, how to target your niches, deciphering your sales process, that kind of thing within your strategies, as well as how to use the template for posting and management and engagement, that kind of thing. But in terms of the automation side of things, like if you're going to start using tools, like, you know, I have certain things like something called Ninjagram, and, you know, there's a bunch of different programs that you can use, but I don't know if it's necessary to include in this program. It might be a separate program where we dive a little bit deeper. This program really is meant to be a sister program to the recent program we did, which was the full-time audit program. For those of you who haven't seen that, we did recently last month, a how to start your first SEO business. Sorry, no, that's the one that we're doing right now. I'm trying to find the stupid audit program. I don't know where it is. Either way, we did a program covering how to make a full-time income doing SEO audits. This program is supposed to be a sister program explaining how to use that template and a new template in creating your first agency and building your first real SEO business that scales. So ideally, you'd want to get both of the programs together. I'm trying to find it right here. I think it's right there. I guess I switched over. I gotta change that link, because I guess I made the new link the same one as the one that I made for this course. But yeah, so that's sort of the idea. Get a little jumbled up right here. Anaj says, "Who's the dumbass who disliked this?" It's all right. Chase, what's the difference of this program compared to the SEO Nexus bundle? So the Nexus bundle was an old program that I had, which included 3 of my oldest courses, which I made a couple years ago. A lot of the videos in that program, like the Triforcing course and stuff like that, is a little bit outdated. You know, I wasn't using any real templates back then. I wasn't using the SEO phase system. I wasn't doing a lot of social stuff. Wasn't doing engagement strategies. Wasn't doing authority hacking. So the new programs are about really kind of building up your SEO business in a organized fashion so that you can focus on what you do best and then have other people, you know, kind of help you automate the process. Hamas says, what about outreaching to companies, persons targeting specific areas like plumbers and offering them schema markup audit? Yeah, I wouldn't offer anybody something super technical. What I actually do is I print out my templates, and let me show you really quick. So I will print out something like this, which is the SEO audit template. This is just phase 1. And I'll actually walk into businesses. I'll be talking about this in the program. I'll walk into businesses and I will offer them this audit. I'll be like, okay, so this is where we do this, and I will say it's free, as long as obviously that client, you know, has some sort of budget. I'll qualify them first, and you know, I even pay people to go in and walk into businesses for me and just hand them out. I'll show you. I have a ton of like mini laminated copies here, so people can just go and hand these out to people. And it really does work. I mean, getting clients is not the hard part. The hard part is what I'm teaching, which is you want to be able to manage everything. You want to be able to scale what you're doing. You want to be able to set expectations. You want to be able to sell marketing. You don't want to just be the SEO guy. Everybody hates the SEO guy, and you know, I don't mean to like kind of downplay what I'm doing, because I am obviously the SEO guy. But you don't want to be known as just the SEO guy. Kind of like I was saying before, people don't hire you for an SEO audit. They hire you for being really good at marketing and being able to establish a community and leads and case studies and results. That doesn't just happen from just doing SEO, because SEO alone, like I said earlier, is pretty much dead. Somebody asked, what is the link? Again, it's just chasereiner.com/full-time or /scale. Sorry, chasereiner.com/scale. So I'll put that link in chat for you guys. Ken says, when you get a chance, Chase, drop the link for both programs. So that's the first one. First one is, the new one is chasehunter.com/scale. The new one is on Teachable. That's why it's not showing up. It's chasehunter.com/teachable.com. And that one is right here in chat. And in the one we did last month, you get the SEO audit template. Download the paid template, which comes with like 12 videos with all the phases. Then you also get the 7 videos that go with just doing the audits. And then in the new program, you get about 12 videos talking about how to actually start and scale your business using both the templates together with the new paid social template as well. So going back to the content calendar, we post on Discord, we post on the YouTube community. We could make a YouTube video for it. I'm going to skip that for now because I'm doing this video, obviously. You can make a blog post about it, which if you're going to do that, you're going to go all the way over to your content ordered list. And that list is right here. So this is where you would hire somebody off of a website I use called Writer's Access, and then you can have all the content set up like this, have somebody go add images to it, add it into a website, design it, really kind of automate it. So I'm not going to keep going through this template because there's so much I need to go through with you. And again, I will be covering all of that in the program. I would check out the program if you haven't checked it out already. I'll also be doing a webinar very soon talking about how I actually do all this stuff, a little bit more detail. So if you want to wait for that to get it, you totally can. But either way, I would check it out. And if you guys get the program right now, I'm going to give you a couple minutes. If any of you get the program right now, I will throw in a bonus, secret bonus. And I will give you a shout out as well, welcoming you in, which again, you just go to chasehunter.com/scale. So if any of you get it right now, I'll throw in a secret bonus. So I'll stand up for a few more minutes. Does anybody else have any questions about what we talked about today while we kind of wait for everybody? Wouldn't it be more time efficient to do cold calls first or pre-qualify than go to the door with the audit? Not really, because a lot of people associate phone calls with spam. So generally you don't want to be associated that way. That's also why I don't give out business cards, because people will look at you and they'll go, well, you know, every time I get a business card, I throw it away. So I'm going to associate what you just gave me with something that's not valuable. However, if you give them a free template, drink some water. Nothing in there. However, if you give them a free template, generally they'll hold on to something like this. You know, it's laminated, it's unique. You walked in the door and you're like, hey, I'm a real person. When you do that, that's going to create a completely different sort of view of the type of person you are, right? And these only cost, what, 50 cents to print out? It's nothing. There's all kinds of little things that you can do that, you know, a lot of people don't really think about, that will completely improve your business just by putting in a little bit extra effort and thought into what you're doing. The water bottle seems like a lot of work. Well, so, it usually works, but I've been drinking too much water this morning. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head out. We'll see you guys in the near future. And until we do, happy SEOing, happy marketing. We'll see you next time. Bye.